divide that is starting to take place between, the so-called social media gurus and people like you that actually do the work. A lot of people, I see them on LinkedIn, I see them, a little bit everywhere. They talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. I mean, you go to their YouTube channel, you go to their Facebook page, and what they preach is not reflected in what they do. Now, you're the exact opposite, because everything that you preach is exactly what you do and what we can see on your platforms.
One of my criteria for that has always been do it first, speak about it later. I don't speak about it, then do it. I do it first for a while. I see the pros and the cons. I see how difficult it is. I try to figure out at least passive resistance. I do believe anything that's complex is going to be very hard to execute. Complexity is the enemy of execution. So yeah, I do first, and then I speak on it on everything I do. I don't I don't speak on it and then decide to do it. So yeah, I try to start from the grassroots.
Yes, and then you speak from experience. I see that video is obviously an important component of the way you communicate on many of your platforms. Why is it so prevalent in nearly all your channels?
I think a few reasons. First off, people's attention spans are getting lower and lower all the time. You can see the way they communicate or sometimes can't. People don't have the time to read anything anymore. They're not interested. Everybody's got Wi-Fi every place they go, so they're jumping on videos constantly, listening to videos, when they're cooking dinner. So I think the low attention span thing is part of it. I think you can create a relationship with somebody, maybe that you haven't even met, if you're watching them on video, because you get to see the language and the body language and where they express their points. So I think it's a little more relatable than the written word. In a lot of cases, if you know what you want to speak on, it's a lot faster. The pace for me to do that, I've got 3 books on Amazon. I mean, I've got tons of written material on blogs and newsletters I still do that I email out, but you can get a lot of information out quickly verbally if you know what you want to talk to. And because of the internet now and social media, we are able to meet the customer much, much earlier in their sale or in their buying process than we ever could. As soon as they become aware or they get triggered or they start considering something, a lot of people's first move is jump online. And then also much later, because with smartphones and the connectivity of that particular piece of technology and how that interacts with everything we do, including social media and your address book, we're able to keep in touch with people long after the sales cycle and much later in the sale and after they purchase as far as network.